Welcome back to the channel, and today's video is actually a module from inside Charisma of Kings. It's inside How to Own a Room, so if you want a full breakdown on all of the nerd stuff behind it, take a look after this. But let's get straight into it. Here's something nobody will tell you about public speaking or conversation in general. The best speakers in the world are not the ones with the most polished, prepped delivery. They are not the ones who have memorized every single word, rehearsed every gesture until it's pixel perfect. They are the ones who walk into a room and immediately understand what the room needs. Before they've said a single word, before anyone has acknowledged they're there, they have read the room and they respond to what they've found. That skill, that ability to sense the energy of a group and adjust accordingly, is what separates a technically competent speaker from a genuinely magnetic one. In this lesson, we're going to break it down so completely you can start doing it every single time you walk into a room. Now, there's a reason why most speakers miss it, and once you understand it, it's going to be very simple to move forward. They're too focused on themselves, and it's completely understandable. When you're about to speak, your brain is running at full capacity. Am I prepared? Do I look okay? What's my opening line? Will they like me? Just breathe. Because all of that internal noise drowns out the most important source of information available to you in that moment, the room itself. Because the room is always communicating. Before you speak, while you speak, and in the spaces between those words. It's telling you exactly what it needs, how it's feeling, and where the attention is, and precisely where it's going to land versus what's going to fall flat. But if your eyes are turned inward, focused entirely on your own performance anxiety, you will miss every part of it. And you end up delivering a speech to a room rather than connecting with the people inside of it, which changes today. So here is what the room is telling you already. You should be looking for a few different signs, and we're going to cover each one very comprehensively. Firstly, we have body language clusters, the first signal. Look at how people are sitting or standing. Are they open, leaning forward, facing the front? Or are they closed off, arms folded, with bodies turned away? You need to observe that very first, because open body language signals a warm, receptive room. The opposite, closed body language, signals a room that needs warming up before it's ready to receive your information. You can't brute force your way into a closed room. Signal number 2 is energy levels. Is the room buzzing with light and noise, or is it complete silence? Are the people alert and engaged with each other, or glazed over and distracted? A high energy room needs you to match that energy. A low energy room needs you to bring it in slowly and lift it up gradually. The third signal is eye contact patterns. Before you begin, notice who makes eye contact with you and who avoids it. The people who meet your eyes are allies, they're our friends. They're already with you. The ones who are looking away, at their phones or the floor, are the ones you'll need to earn. Knowing where your friends lie in the crowd before you even start gives you an anchor for when those nerves kick in. I was always told by my coach that 10% of an audience will almost never listen. So don't care about them. Don't worry about them. Focus on the crowd who wants to listen. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to focus on the people who want to listen to what we have to say. And signal number 4 is seating choices. In small group settings, this one is particularly revealing. People who sit at the front or directly facing you are engaged and invested. People who sit at the edge or towards the back are hedging. They are there, but they are not committed. They're waiting to be convinced that it's worth their full attention. So here's the difference between a warm room and a cold room. Because there's 2 different types. There may be some in the middle, but it's almost always these 2. A warm room is receptive before you've earned it. People are already leaning in. Their energy is positive. Eye contact is easy going. There's a general sense of openness and willingness to engage with the speaker, who will be you. In a warm room, your job is simple. Turn off your brain and don't overthink it. Match that energy, stay present, and let the natural connection do the work for you. The biggest mistake speakers make in warm rooms is trying too hard. The room is already with you, so just trust it and just go with it. You don't have to earn it, they're already with you. And now we have the opposite, the cold room. It's exactly what it sounds. Closed body language, low energy, minimal eye contact, and an atmosphere of resistance and disengagement. So this is where most speakers will panic. They feel that coldness and immediately start performing harder. They speak faster and try to force reaction, which almost never works. A cold room doesn't need even more energy thrown at it. It needs patience, warmth, and a genuine invitation to engage. Slow down, make eye contact with your friends first, and build the connection from the people who are already open, so it will spread naturally to the rest of the room. A cold room that warms up mid-speech is one of the most powerful experiences any speaker can create. I know from personal experience, it is a sensational confidence booster, and it starts with reading that room correctly rather than reacting with panic. So here's the 30-second room read you can take home. It's very simple and it's a very easy habit. So it's a pre-speech ritual that takes 30 seconds and completely changes how you will enter speaking situations. When you arrive in the room, before you set your palm cards and hide behind the lectern, just wait. We have 30 seconds first. Second 1 through to 10 is to scan the body language. Are they opened or closed? Leaning in or pulling back? Get an immediate read on that general receptivity of the room. Very first step. Secondly, from 11 to 20, check the energy level. What's the temperature? Is it high? Is it low? Somewhere in the middle? Decide what energy you need to bring in, either to match or to elevate what's already present. And from 21 to 30, find your friends. 2, 3, maybe even 10 people who are body language and eye contact open, 100% receptive before you even start. These are the faces you'll come back to in the first 60 seconds of your speech when you need an anchor. 30 seconds, 4 signals, 3 friends, maybe even more, and you walk into that speech knowing exactly where the room and you walk into that speech knowing exactly what the room needs and where your safe harbors are. It's not a small advantage, it's an enormous one. So here's responding in real time. It doesn't stop when you start speaking, because the room is constantly shifting. Someone who was disengaged at the start might be leaning forward by minute 3. Someone who was your strongest friend might check out when your topic stops resonating with them. A speaker who's only focused on their delivery misses all of it. They keep going regardless of what the room is clearly telling them. But the speaker who stays connected, notices the shift, and responds, they keep that attention. They slow down when they feel the energy dropping. They make direct eye contact when they sense someone disconnecting. They pause and invite engagement when the room feels passive. That responsiveness, that genuine two-way conversation between speaker and audience, even when it's just the speaker talking, is what makes a speech feel alive rather than performed. And it all starts with you learning what you do in those first 30 seconds. So in the next lesson, 5.2, we're going to go deeper into the psychology of why audiences pay attention or switch off entirely. Because once you understand what's happening inside of that audience's brain, reading the room becomes second nature. So here's your challenge. In the next group setting you find yourself in, whether it's a class, a meeting, social gathering, or any situation you're about to speak or present, run the 30-second room read before you begin. Don't change anything else about how you speak. Just observe, 4 signals, 30 seconds. Then come into the Charisma with Kings community and tell us what you noticed. Was it a warm room or a cold one? Where were your friends? What did you observe and change about how you approached the first minute of your speech? Because awareness always comes before adjustment. And the 30-second room read is where that awareness begins. So I'll see you in 4.2.